The roads glisten from the dew of slaughter.
Yes, though one wonders if such butchery was needed.
No lessons today, Eivor. I doubt I will remember them.
Truly, Toga. Tonight we drink.
And tomorrow, we vomit.
You are hopeless.
That is clear. I took a handsome sword with the fighting. Have it. A keepsake to remember this day by.
You honor me. I will cherish the blade.
By the way, I was glad you did not turn over Bernard. I miss Cynric, but a father like Charles is worse than no father at all.
I could not doom the boy. It's not a price I think my clan would have me pay for their safety. There is much about me you don't know, Pierre.
Oh, pray tell, what else should I know?
Worry not about what I might teach.
Right. Plenty to celebrate about this night. Don't let me spoil your fun. Go on.
Eivor the Talker.
Quite a trove of riches, Siegfried.
What were you doing with Count Odo, as Charles's army marched on me and my men?
I was trying to gain his surrender. What of it?
Is it not strange that you met with Odo, Richardis, even Charles himself, and yet all three still walk around with their heads?
Everything I have done has been for my clan.
It is curious that we must drench our blades in battle sweat to enjoy a night like this.
We fight because we must. Born in blood, doomed to die. Our threats woven by unseen hands.
The Frankish blood, the feasting. I still feel nothing. I find no peace in any of it.
You avenged your murdered people. You gained glory in their names.
Is that why I did what I did? Vengeance and glory. I wonder anymore why any of us do the things we do. Is it Valhalla? Is it clan? Or maybe we grant ourselves reasons to go from one mead cup to the next. Maybe there are no reasons, and we are no different than wolves, driven by some inner hunger we can never understand.
That may be. But for the sake of our peoples, we must continue to act otherwise.
No. I do not believe there is a hole waiting for us. This world is our hole. We get but one. I shall not pretend. Frankia's cup overflows with lush farmland, fat farmers and fatter purses. All the more for us to drink. Tomorrow, we quit this place and head south for greater bounties than even a king can grant.
We gave Charles our word.
Our word? You are the one who failed to return his son Bernard. Have you forgotten?
That was different. Charles would have...
Fuck Charles! We spared Paris today, but tomorrow we march for Burgundy. And after that, all of Francia.
I cannot let you do it, Siegfried.
Then stop me. Will it be a Holmgang then, Wolf-Kissed?
I only ask that you honor your agreement.
What does a crow-starver like Charles know about honor? I owe him nothing. And he owes me everything.
No amount of Frankish blood will bring Cynric or the others back. Some wrongs can never be made right.
All this talk of right and wrong, honor, as if we can judge. It has no meaning. Can we explain all the blood on our hands, Eivor? Or are we two jesters on this Frankish stage, awaiting our final performance? Draw your weapon.
If you want to find peace, this is not the way. We must build fresh bonds. Look forward to something new.
Look forward, look back. It is death in both directions. We are but a morning fog that will inevitably lift. Now answer my challenge, or dishonor yourself!
Your sorrow will linger if you do not face it directly. My blood, the blood of more Franks, will be no salve for your grief.
It is as if you speak with Sinric's voice. I have been at sea with no stars to guide by since he died.
And if your brother were here, what would be his counsel?
To move forward. To live. My time here is over. My kin are dead. The ones who remain must decide what is right for themselves. Let it be Toka's time.
What will you do?
Leave this place. Ask different questions. Forget everything I know and find a new way.
Siegfried! Where is he going?
Away.
Then I am going with him.
No, Toka. Your clan needs you.
He was not himself since my father died. A solitary man. But never more so than when he stood alone, tasked with rousing our desperate clan.
He led well, but all leaders must one day step aside. That, or see others die because they held on to power for too long.
When his strong voice echoed in this place, we knew what to do. We had courage, daring.
And his fire still burns in your folk. Skull.
Skull. I lack a taste for mulled wine.
Sometimes a leader must drink the thing they wish not to.
I have word from Count Odo.
What does he want?
An audience with Eivor. It is urgent. He says the Queen may be in peril. My spies confirmed this. Charles has been hunting again for her and the boy.
What do you think?
Odo would not lie. If he says it's urgent, I must go. I owe the Queen a debt, and I'm honor-bound to see this through.
Then go. You have fortune's favor, Wolf-Kissed.
You sent for me. Said the Queen was in peril.
I did. Come with me. I feared my message would not get past Siegfried's many axes.
Siegfried has left these lands. Those axes belong to Toka Sinriksdottir now.
That should be cause for celebration. But I fear Toka is yet another devil in a mail shirt.
Toka has learned much from Siegfried. Some of what she has learned is how not to be.
I hope you're right.
Your message said Richardis was in peril. Is that really why you sent for me?
These men represent the growing rebellion against Charles the Fat. I now accept the bitter truth, that I find more honor and courage in you, Eivor, a northern invader, than in my own king.
Honor is not bound by country or creed.
Indeed. And it seems Richardis also knows this. She and that bastard Bernard are more than mere pawns in Francia's future.
Bernard. A part of me wanted to hand him over to Charles.
What grace you possess prevented you from condemning the boy to a hell in this world. He is better off with Richardis.
Where is the Queen?
She's hiding in a tavern in Amiens, guarded by my men. But those men have not reported back in too long.
I will find Richardis. I am duty-bound to return the aid she once gave me. And she is my friend.
There is one more thing. This rebellion will succeed. And when it does, my path to the throne will be well charted.
Your true ambitions.
I was a loyal servant to Francia, to Charles, and to God. But Charles has been exposed. You want a Frankish king who will never march on England? I am that king.
If I kill Charles for you.
If you killed Charles for Francia, we would not forget.
Oh. Murdering Charles on the hope it will bring security to my clan is not the kind of deal I want to make.
I misjudged you, Eivor. You stand before your people's best hope.
Enough! You offer a promise you cannot keep, Odo. I'll go to the tavern in Amiens and find Richardis.
Fine. Bonne chance, Eivor. I will pray for you to succeed where my men have not.
A dead monk upstairs, and a scroll in a tongue I do not understand.
It's probably scripture, written in Latin.
The boy Prince reads Latin.
Bernard? Oh yes, they were here. That monk was his teacher. He's from the church here in Amiens. I heard the queen tell Bernard to go to the priests and nuns there when he is in trouble.
Then I will look in on this church, and hope to find the queen there.
Eivor! Thank goodness it's you!
What happened?
The monster took us to Father's villa. But Richardis distracted him, and I snuck through the construction, along the wall. There is a tower there. And if you climb and climb, you can go right over!
Where is Richardis? Where is the queen?
The monster. She left with him.
You mean the one who slaughtered so many at the tavern?
He said we'd be brought to Father for something. A test. I was...
What kind of test?
He called it a trial. Yes, that is what he said. A trial by fire. At Father's villa, here in Amiens.
He means to burn her alive. Go, Bernard. Go to your house in Lisieux. I will see to Richardis.
I can help. I know things. You do not have to hurt my father. He is just... he gets confused sometimes.
You must keep yourself safe, Bernard. The fate of Francia depends on your survival. It'll be a grand task for you to sneak all the way down the Seine alone. This is a hero's burden. Are you up to it?
I can do it.
Good. Now go. Keep going, and do not look back. I will see to Richardis.
Au revoir, Evo.
It appears that God himself is here to bear witness to this trial. May he show infinite mercy on the innocent.
And if one is guilty of lying, scheming, committing adultery, may his holy wrath punish your wicked soul.
I have nothing to fear from him! It is you, Charles, who must seek his forgiveness!
We will soon know who God has blessed with his favor.
My guardian angel approaches.
That is no angel. Before my king, and before God, it's time I send this diable back to hell where it belongs!
Life! Stand aside, Bishop. Your God does not bring men back more than once.
For Engelwin! For Little Mother! For my brother Ebels! I will purge you from this place!
Healed, and my feet.
I think you want the pain!
I must find Bernard.
Bernard is safe. I sent him back to the house in Lisieux.
Once again, he uses you. You radiate God's grace, Eivor.
You mistake grace for the flush of victory.
Poor Bishop Guzla. I will pray for his soul. He served the Lord the best way he knew how.
Charles and I need to talk. It may be the last time he talks to anyone.
No. He is a wounded man who was tortured as a child, burnt and burnt again. His whole life is fear. Fear of fire, fear of God, fear of disloyalty. He deserves mercy.
Not a moment ago he was to have you burned alive. What would you have me do?
Spare him. Subdue him somehow. I can take him to our remote cottage in the east, where he will receive priestly guidance. There, we can live out quietly while I continue to prepare Bernard to succeed Charles. I assure you, he will grow up to be a ruler without ambitions for England. Spare Charles, and your people will be safe.
Fine. If I can, I will spare him. But I need to be sure he can abide these terms.
I know you will do what's right. The Lord works through you, and he is merciful.
This is madness. This better work.
She's the angel. The saint. The one who shimmers with the Lord's light. And so they were right about me. All of them were right.
I know.
We are what they say. It has always been us. Even as they seared me, I feigned to be purged of all demons. But I knew. No amount of burning would rid me of you. And burn me they did. Below the scarred flesh, you were still there. You are still here. You have always been here. I embrace you, demon.
Louder.
We are the demon. We are. I am not the only demon who lurks in these chambers.
Let me out of here, you swine!
Not before you swear that you and your troops will never come to England.
You had every chance to secure a treaty between our peoples. All you had to do was deliver me my son.
This is larger than the fate of one boy.
Maybe for you.
Huh?
No! Look away, my queen!
Worry not, husband. I am here for you. Leave us. All will be as I promised.
And if not, I will come back for him.
I know.
Just know, Charles will never honor a bond with you Northerners. Unlike him, my word can be trusted.
Ha! You are no more than a wounded dog at my table looking for scraps.
How dare you? Wait! Eivor! Finally, we can talk sense. What of Richardis? Did you encounter Charles?
Richard has survived a trial by fire. The flames never touched her.
And the king? Did you do as I asked?
I fought Charles, but he still lives.
You made no promise to kill the beast. And maybe I was fooled to ask you. But tell me you did not take the king's word over mine.
Richardis had her own ideas about the future of Francia. I grew sympathetic to them.
After all I have done to try and keep her safe from him.
She convinced me that her plan was sound. She meant to subdue the king. Truly, she has a spell over him.
This is your plan for the long-term safety of your people?
She will ready the boy Bernard to be the next king of Francia.
He is yet a piglet!
You should be glad, Odo. Charles is gone. He'll not bother you anymore.
Maybe. But I won't stand by idly and watch this kingdom crumble any further. At least we can drink to Charles being subdued.
Let us go! We have work to do.
What do you think he will do?
Odo will look for Charles, and if he can, he will kill him. But Odo's anger could be his undoing.
I will have Pierre's eyes on him for some seasons to come.
A wise step.
Can Richardis really keep Charles from returning to an active kingship?
That is the wager I have made. And the lives of my clan depend on it.
They can depend on more than that. You still have me. I will be sure to send word should Charles slither out of whatever pit Richardis has put him in.
To your relations with Odo, consider returning to him the lands that Charles pledged to Siegfried.
No. Those lands are compensation for the hardship he has caused us. Odo kept Paris. That is enough.
You sound more Jarl-like all the time. And now I must think of my own people, whom I've been away from for too long.
Before you go, have this. It was my father, Sinrix, the second best leader and teacher I have known.
It has been my honor.
I hope to lead as well as you do, Eivor. If ever you hunger for more Frankish cheese, I will be happy to share.
Farewell, Toka. To England.
Off we go, then.
Eivor!
Are we safe?
It will be many winters before Frankish troops land on the English shore.
My spies say Paris fell.
It did. But the situation is thornier than that.
In what way?
The Queen, Richardis, believes she can subdue the Mad King in isolation. They have withdrawn to a faraway place.
But Charles has such a stormy reputation. Can this queen tame such a man?
Richardis has a deep well of courage to draw from. She holds sway over Charles like no other.
That is comforting.
We also have a hardy ally in Toka Sinriksdottir. She is young, and a quick study. She'll do right by us.
Perhaps they need not know the danger we faced.
We came home with bounty, glory, and some Frankish foods. I can ask the raiders to keep their tails to that.
They will say everything, and then some.
Afraid so.
Eivor, you should hear this. This Backrot and his friends had the foolish balls to raid Ravensthorpe.
Are the others dead?
A few. Most of them escaped. They did not damage much, but made off with some of our gear. Should I get Randvi?
No, she has enough on her table. I'll handle this. So, you thought you would play at Vikinger, little man. Are you prepared to go all the way?
You won't get anything out of me, Danish scum. I'll never talk.
I am Norse. What makes you think I'll want to hear you talk? Maybe I'll take my payment in flesh. Chop off his leg. It does not need to be a clean cut. No need to sharpen your blade.
No, please! Don't cut off my leg! It was Sir Edward who wanted your stuff. He paid us to do it!
Sir Edward?
Yes, the Earl of Westerna! Or that's what he calls himself. Said he hates Vikings, your lot especially.
Where can I find this Sir Edward, Earl of Westerna?
I don't know, I'm new! We were supposed to steal the gear, then meet at the longship west of Ravensburg. That's all I know!
You can take him to Randvi now. Maybe we can trade him for a pig. I'm off to check out this longship.
You there! What happened here? Who killed the sentries?
Not me.
Is that a joke? You won't be laughing when I drag you before Earl Edward to answer for your incompetence.
I would very much like to meet your Earl Edward.
Captain, I think that's a real Viking.
Drop your weapons, Dane, and submit to me!
I'm Norse, and you will die for soiling the honor of the Raven clan.
You're a true Raven clan. My name is Roshan, and we share a common enemy.
Sir Edward.
The Earl of Westerna is a puppet, manipulated by one called Alcira, a fitting title given her duplicitous nature. She belongs to an order who employ disruption and strive to further their ends. Your clan is a tool in her schemes.
I have met such weavers of intrigue before, and those who oppose them.
I would consider the enemy of my enemy a friend. Let me guide you to where you can take your revenge on the Earl.
Lead the way.
That is where Alcila and the Earl make camp.
At Ravensburg, no less. They will choke on their arrogance.
Alcila's gold has built up the fort's defenses. It will be no easy thing to penetrate.
A challenge for some, perhaps. Less so for me. Do you know what lies within its walls?
If I describe what I've learned, could you picture it with your mind's eye?
I can do better. Sunan!
Listen carefully. The Saxons within the outer wall are less disciplined, relying on their Viking attire to deflect curiosity.
They will not notice one more Viking among them. I could use the outfit I took off the dead Saxon at the longship.
Very good. Also, some Saxons are engaged in tasks which could help you blend in.
What of the Earl? Where is he?
Within the heart of the encampment, he plays at holding court. But in truth, Alcila keeps him leashed like a hungry dog. The Earl's death must be loud and unmistakable. A clamor Alcila cannot ignore.
So, a silent approach with a noisome finish. This is your counsel.
Is your mind capable of balancing two conflicting ideas while orchestrating this necessary distraction?
I could kill the Earl 100 different ways while composing a great song for the occasion. Do you have a preference?
In the open, beneath that tree. Approach silently, then kill him in full view of his men. That will draw the spider out.
I will create a commotion the gods could not ignore.
Good. Will you now don the outfit you took from the Saxon impostor? To better blend with the rest.
I shall wear the Saxon disguise, though it be more common than my usual dress.
You look like a real false Viking. You will blend in admirably.
This venture is to succeed, and it will succeed. People must truly believe we are Vikings. We must adopt the mindset of these murderous, thieving barbarians. We must raid them as they have raided our lands. It's not enough to simply look like Vikings. We must get inside their heads.
You want to be Vikings? Are you ready to die like a Viking? I am.
The Earl is dead! The Vikings are attacking!
Alhamdulillah! I have been held hostage by that animal! Come closer, that I may look upon the face of my liberator.
It is done.
Freya's might. To be that deadly after so many winters. That was a glorious sidewise one. It was as though Hell, Queen of the Underworld, descended from that tree.
I think I felt her in my bones, and not in any comforting way.
Are you?
I am fine, though I will pay for that glory later.
So, now that your destiny is achieved, will you seek a more peaceful path?
Alcila was merely an obstacle on a long road. This is the real prize of the day. I retrieved it after I put that witch to rest.
What is it?
The future. A seed to plant in Jerusalem.
So the fates are not finished with you.
Does it ever end? And you? Are you satisfied to have achieved your vengeance?
My greatest satisfaction is knowing that the honor of the Raven clan is unblemished, and that my people are safe.
As it shall ever be, so long as you are the champion. Goodbye, Eivor Wolf-Kissed of the Raven clan.